from Assonora. Thank you and good morning once again. I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome each and every one of you for this wonderful feast. And also would like to thank Margaret and the Assonora team for inviting me over here. They've asked me to say a few words, but let me tell you one thing, that today being Sunday, you all heard Mass and all heard sermon. But I'm tempted to speak because I rarely get a chance to speak at home. I've got the mic, so I'm going to speak and make the best of it. As I look around in the audience, I see two distinct groups of people that are there. One is all the elderly people and the elders of Assonora. And also then we have the youth from Goa and from everywhere. So I'm going to tone two messages to you. I can't leave this opportunity because I'm tempted. I need to leave this message clearly because I will not get this audience again, and you gather almost once in a year apart from the Monday committee meetings. So, my dear friends, especially the elders, you have left the comfort of your house today, traveled from distances and come over here. I want to ask you one fundamental question. Why are you here? Can anybody try and answer this? Why are you here? Lunch? Yes, sir. Yes. Any more variations? Somebody said I would come to have lunch. Noel is looking at me. You have to wait. Why else? Why else do you think, uncle? Entertain. Okay. Entertainment. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Yes, Luz. Yes. Love. You all can also say, Margaret, why are you here? Because you are the president, you came. Daughter-in-law of Assonora. Well, if you realize what you are all doing over here, consciously or unconsciously, okay, by coming here and participating in this feast, you are helping to build the Assonora community. Each one of you here is a community builder. You don't realize it, but you are. And in today's time, if ever there's a need to build the community, it is now. And if you look only at Goa today, or you look at Mumbai today, one of the most important things in our community is the need for the community to come together. Okay? So there are managing committees, all of you are staying in societies, residences, but very few people put their hand on top. So each one of us has some talent. Okay? And God Himself has biblically said that we must use our talent. So on this platform today, I tell you and urge you and request you, use your talent to build this community. It's 100 years old. And after 100 years more, this community needs to exist, and not only exist, it needs to grow, thrive. It has to not only survive, it has to grow and thrive. So for it to grow and thrive, each one of us needs to do some amount of activity and build this community. It reminds me, since I have an IT background, it reminds me in the year 1999, as the year was ending. Okay, and we were moving to 2000. There was so much of negativity, and there were so many theories that were propagated that the world is going to come to an end in 2000. All the clocks will stop, the plane will stop flying, and everything will come down. So right from 2000, I've been observing every time these kind of phenomena happen, lot of negativity is pushed in the market. Okay, today recently we went through the wave of COVID, and you know what all happened. Even today, if you see the news today, there is a lot of negativity, and we are getting covered by the negativity and not looking at positive things. India today is about $3.4 billion to a $1 trillion economy. By 2047, India will be a $30 trillion economy. It will be the top 3 economies of the world. I am really jealous of all the youth in this room because they are going to see the fruits of all the work that we are doing. The economy is just going to be there and scaling and growing faster than everybody else. Recently, one noted economist called Larry Summers made a comment about the global economy. He said, Japan is a hospital, China is a jail, Europe is a museum. That means all these economies are going down. The reason why I am saying this today, and it's very relevant, because most of us and our children, they want to leave our country and go abroad. Right? And in Goa in particular, I have seen it. Kya hota hai? Boating. Kya hota hai? Boating. It has been there from 1970s. I've been seeing it. Okay, I have got very close connections to Goa because I studied in Dharwad. I did my engineering in Dharwad. So as you know, Belgaum, Dharwad and Goa are the border states. So every year for my annual holidays, I used to be in Goa. And that's how my love for Goa cultivated. And I stay in Auckland. All my friends are Goan, so we have always been in Goa. And of course, Brother Vivek, my good brother from a different mother, always we make sure that we holiday at least twice in a year in Goa. So we have got to, we as parents, we've got to understand these numbers. Okay? You take any country today, be it Canada, be it Portugal, be it Great Britain. Great Britain is not great anymore. Okay? You look at United States, all these places where our people have migrated. People who have gone earlier, they have survived and they are managing, just hand to mouth. But people who are thinking of going now, they are struggling. Recently, I don't know if you noticed, there was an ad in Canada for a waiter's position in Canada. Okay, just one restaurant. Can you imagine how big the line was for that one job? There was a 1 mile line for one waiter position. This is happening in Canada. This is the state of all the economies. So you have to be very careful when you talk to your children, educate them. Education abroad is okay, but the economy abroad is not that well. United States GDP will grow less than 1% to 1.5%. If it grows more than that, it's a miracle. Look at Canada, look at UK, look at Europe, everywhere is struggling. So if we go abroad, we are going there for jobs, right? Where are the jobs? The jobs are all here. All the jobs that are international are moving here. There is, every day in Times of India, you will read one word called GCC, Global Competency Centers. Earlier, top 500 companies used to have their GCCs in India. Today, over 2,000 global companies have set up their GCCs in India. 40% of them are in Bangalore. So that's the kind of migration of jobs that are happening. Okay? I would like to put a disclaimer that even my son is abroad. And every day I have this conversation with him of how the jobs are moving here and how the opportunities are here and how it's going to be another rosy year of great growth for next 15, 20 years. Okay? So remember these words, educate yourself about this and make sure that you are giving the right education and the right messages to our children so that they may go abroad to study, but they will have to come back for the job because all the jobs are moving here. Watch this space and see in the next few years, if you look at all the news and remove the negativity, look at all the jobs that are moving over here. Look at Apple. Apple just declared that it's moving in some of its largest operations out of China into India. So manufacturing, which was never happening in India in the electronic space, is all happening over here. So a lot of opportunities for our youth. You just need to prepare yourself and get skilled. So in closing to the elders, I would like to say that come forward, build the community. Don't do what I popularly call as nota. No action, talk only. There is a word called notagiri and dadagiri. Don't do that. You need to move away from no action, talk only to take your step. Each one of us has some talent. Use your talent, come forward, build a community and help our community to grow. Okay? This is as much as my speech goes for the elders. The youth have to wait. So, now for the youth, I have a question before I begin. And this was only monologue, one way. But here it's going to be two way. I'm going to ask you questions and you've got to respond. Otherwise, I'm going to keep you away from your lunch, I promise you. I'm very adamant about this. First question to you is, what is a habit? Can anybody answer? What's a habit?
Something you do and repeat. Something you do and repeat.
Repeatedly. What else? Anybody else? Simple word, habit. I'm not looking for any complicated answer. Yes, Sasha, what do you think? I knew you would say. Yes?
Something that you constantly do.
Very good. Routine. Okay. Any other definition? Oh, hard to give up. Okay.
It's a way of life, the routine for you.
Okay, that's another way. I'm going to come in the middle and come closer to you because you are not answering. Yes, Joseph, what do you think is a habit? Don't Google now. No? You don't know? You don't have any habits? What is your habit? Tell me, what is one good habit of yours? Yes? What? Use the mic. Speak on the mic. Arey, simple question it is. What is your good habit? You have to take a permission to present permission to speak. Yeah? Sorry? Rescue snakes. It's a habit. The snake charmer. Protect wildlife. Okay, good. Yes, Ankit? What's your habit? Singing. 3 times a day you sing. Okay. Okay. So that was just to set the tone. Now, for the youth, I know it's very difficult and challenging sometimes to communicate, but you are sitting in this room and you're listening to me, and the fundamental, if I was also sitting there, I would ask the same question that you are going to ask me. What is in it for me? Why should I listen to you? Correct? So I'm going to tell you, my learnings over 50 years, I'm going to encapsulate it into three words or 3 mantras. If you follow these 3 mantras, you're all below 24, 25. If when I was 24, 25, somebody would have told me, I would have been a very different person by now. Okay? So I'm going to help you learn 3 words because you have come all the way far from Goa, some of you and some of our youth from there. Okay? Are you ready? Huh? You really want to learn? I can't hear. Yes. You really want to learn? Serious? It's never too late to learn. So habit is nothing but a routine. Something that man is a creature of the habit. Some people, everybody has some habit or the other. Okay? Some may have bad habits like getting up in the morning and first thing they do before even brushing their teeth is to look at their WhatsApp. It's a habit. Right? Before going to sleep, checking your phone. These are all some of the social evils that we have developed over here. So, there are good habits and bad habits. But today, I'm going to talk to you about 3 habits. If you develop, if you focus, if you try to get these habits into your life, then your life can change. It is said that it takes, on an average, close to about 50 to 60 days to develop a habit, a new habit. Okay? On an average, for a normal person. For some people it takes as low as 20-25 days, some people it takes 240 days, but on average it takes close to about 66 days to develop a new habit. And you understand why I'm saying that. The first habit that can change your life is, these habits are called 3D habits. Okay? The first habit is, for the youth especially, discipline. Discipline is the most important thing in your life. What is your idea of discipline? Sasha, don't pick on you because you're not allowing others to speak or not motivating them to speak. Come on. What is your idea of discipline?
Discipline is basically being following a routine, sticking to what you've planned for yourself, and yeah.
Anybody else? You have to give me your version of discipline. Somewhere over there, Donovan, you're busy eating. What do you think is discipline? Doing something consistent. That's one way of putting it. So, my friends, discipline is the fundamental of your life. All of us today are facing a lot of distractions, especially on social media, that distracts you away and actually makes you indisciplined. So if you want to go ahead in life, you need to be disciplined. The second D that I want to leave with you is D for drive. You need to be passionate about everything that you choose that you want to be. Suppose you want to say that you're a lawyer, you want to be a lawyer. You need to know who all practice in that profession, who are the top lawyers, which are the top firms, then different types of law. Is it criminal law? Is it civil? So these are things that are available to you on the net anyway today. You can't get up one fine day and be a lawyer, not know that. So you have to be passionate about the profession that you choose to be. So I've spoken about drive, discipline, and last but not the least is determination. You need to be determined to follow through. If you say that you want to be a lawyer and one fine day find it very difficult and give up halfway, then all the effort is down the drain. So you need to be consistent and focused to be disciplined. Okay? So these 3 Ds, remember, even if somebody wakes you up later, you need to be very, very focused on drive, discipline and desire. Okay? You got this?
Yes.
Okay. So thank you for listening to me. Once again, Mo Basandi, happy feast. Dev Bariko, Viva Goa, Viva Assonora.
Viva! Viva!